It's Thursday, April something or other. Maybe I'll put that in when I edit this. I'm on the Tiger today, and I am heading up WA Bar, which eventually turns to FR26, and I'm going to take FR26 all the way around to FR25 and then past Castle Craigs and take the interstate back. That's if I don't get snowed out. We've had a lot of rain the last few days. This is the first really dry day we've had today. And it's been pretty cold at night and cold enough to have snow up there. So I'm not sure that I'll be able to make it all the way around. So after my last two rather challenging KLX 230S rides, I decided it was time for a little easier ride on the Tiger. Boy, it sure rails around these corners well. There are no speed limit signs on this road for quite a ways, and I'm pretty sure this stretch that I'm going through right now is 55. Well, the Eddie's Loop is probably my favorite ride on a dual sport, and what I'm doing right now today is probably my favorite ride on a street motorcycle. Well, I'm going to go to the right to make that loop around past Castle Craigs, but I'm going to take a quick left here and take a brief stop at Gumboot Lake also. There's been snow on the road, but it's mostly melting off. That's good. Now, I've got some higher points I'm going to get to when I try to go around to Castle Craigs, so that remains to be seen if it will be passable. Yeah, they've had snow here, all right. I'm just going to turn around here. I'm going to walk down by the lake. And looking at this, I don't think I'm going to make my loop here. Does not look encouraging. Okay, what I'm doing at the moment is a little bit risky. There's some big water puddles here, so if it crashes into a water puddle, that's not going to be good. Water is bad for drones. Okay, is it going to follow me? Come on. Again, if it lands in a puddle, that's not good. It's still right there though. Okay, now I seem to be in the clear. If it lands somewhere in here, it just might survive it. Anyway, this is Gumboot Lake. Lake's pretty darn full. And I suspect, looking at all this snow, I don't just suspect, I know I'm not going to make it around to Castle Craigs. Be a little bit shorter ride than I hoped for. I never know how it decides when it wants to go in front or behind. Okay, let's bring it in for a landing. And I'll walk over here and look at this dam again. And Joline reminded me when I was looking at it and I couldn't figure out what it said. It's something and Gun Club. It's Rod and Gun Club. In fact, I can see it very clearly here. I think it had snow on it before, but Rod and Gun Club. And I think 1954 is when they built this dam. And the lake is still full, water's still going over it. And yeah, I made it through a little bit of snow, but this is not a KLX. Got to be a little more careful.
3, 2, 1.
Well, as long as I go slow, it's doing pretty well out in front of me. $19, it's hanging in there, it's struggling a bit. Slow down some. Let it get back in front of me, I hope. Yeah, 13 it does fine, and 19 it started losing it. And I guess I'm about ready to stop here. I'm just about where I'm going to turn left and try to go up towards that road to Castle Craig's, but like I say, there's too much snow here. That will not happen. Well, I'm going to go up at least 400. It could be 500 or 600 feet just getting to this road up above Gumboot Lake, but that's if the road is clear. That's a pretty big if. So far, so good. So much of it is just a matter of how much sunshine the road gets. And that's the road, if I turned right, that would, gosh, what would it take me over to? Anyway, a paved road that would get me over to the Park Creek trailhead, which is a way to go up and climb Mount Eddy. It's almost 14 miles of dirt road, which I've done on this bike, but I think in the future, if I do it, I'll do it on the KLX. Well, I've made it to the Gumboot trailhead. Now it's going to go down for a little ways, but oh boy. Yeah, this is it. End of the road for me. KLX, I might be able to go over that, but not with this. Well, I was really hoping I could make the loop all the way around. I'm looking forward to when I can finally do that. I have a feeling it might have been clear at some points already earlier. It's just we had a whole lot of rain recently and it was cold enough for it to be snow. And that's about as much snow as I care to do on this motorcycle. As everybody knows from watching some of my other videos, I'll go through a lot more snow on the KLX, but that's kind of why I have the KLX, if I want to get into a little sketchier, harder places. And I still need a street bike, which this is a very good one. Gumboot Lake down there, I don't know if I caught that in the camera or not, but anyway, I'm glad this bike has some slightly OHV tires on them. I think they're rated 60/40, but the Dunlap Trail Mission, it helps on snow like this. A little bit better bite. Hi there, hi there. I couldn't do it all the way around. I got snowed out. I made it up to the Gumboot PCT trailhead.
Okay.
That's where I was snowed out. I stopped at Gumboot Lake and flew the drone briefly, and oh, you are such a noisy girl. You are. You're such a noisy girl. Yeah, that's my Sadie. That's my Sadie. Yep.